Dating when you're in a crew is kind of weird because nothing is private. You know, everything from like the manner in which you hook up and the fights you have, everything kind of involves everybody in a sense. Like, I don't think I had a single fight with like anybody that I was seeing or messing around with at any time in those days that didn't have like other people in the crew intervening and actively involved in what was going on every step of the way. So it's kind of weird. I had a bit of a problem with commitment, admittedly. Now, keep in mind, I was only 19. But, I mean, I was honest. So I did have a habit of sort of like hanging out with different members of my crew for like a little while, but then like anytime anyone would ask me to be their girlfriend, I would say no. And I think, you know, they didn't really, you know, they couldn't really figure out what my deal was. After disappointing a few people, I decided to give the relationship thing a try and say yes to somebody. So Pinwheel was my first. If you've seen Decline of Western Civilization Part 3, that's him. We'd been flirting for a couple months, but the actual relationship lasted about a week because of that other guy, Squid. Why does this always happen to me? But we're all friends, right? So, punk polyamory? Oh, okay, it doesn't work that way in this crew. So, how do we decide? A drinking game? Really? Why don't they just flip a coin? Because, Lexa, 'tis not to leave it up to chance, but to explore legitimate compatibility. Fine, I'll play the damn game. So, Pinwheel at the time was crashing at a recording studio up in Pomona, which is like 45-minute drive from Hollywood. And I didn't have a car, and he didn't have a car, so I didn't really get to see him unless Detroit would drive me up. And so she was recording up there one weekend, so she told me to come along. She told me Pinwheel was living there and to come along so I could have some quality time with him and just like make a slumber party out of it. So I went up there to go, you know, be with him. And when I got there, there was like a whole bunch of guys from my crew were there along with him. So yeah, so much for private time. But deal me into this drinking game.